is the setting. War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the BYU Cougars and the Wyoming Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, Coach Sawmill told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Cowboys ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU Cougars offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Throws to the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That's usually prime return position. But he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Cowboys offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He could not miss last time out, completed better than 80% of his passes, more than 200 yards, leading his squad to a W. Wide receiver comes in motion. Cuts it upfield. It's Harris. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Ready to fire from the pistol. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Off-play action. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. And
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side, it's Martin. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Martin.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Martin. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Powers through the defender. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke 1 tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wide out. Out wide left, it's Bachmeier. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lets it fly. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
BYU trying to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, BYU! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he gets it away.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Breaks into the open. The 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Harris. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Hughes. The quick game. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Second and long here. He wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Curry. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Just keep swinging it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Out wide right, it's Martin. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Cougars will snap it on first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's Bachmeier. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires on the move. Had to force that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Right side, it's Lions. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. On the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. BYU lines up with a first and goal. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've been running it, but now the pass. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Hughes. Quick catch. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires quickly. Stop right there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Got his man to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first. throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 8 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Laramie. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special.
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Cowboys come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the 2nd half.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Out wide left, it's Holman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going for the big play, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Plows through the defense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
That's a really good job by this defense, because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Sets his feet, it's Hughes. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
2nd down, gonna throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The give. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hate.
And he takes it in for the score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Bachmeier. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Trying to take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Hits the hole. It's Harris. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Cowboys are marching down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense all over him.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he gets rid of it.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And it's good! Tie ball game here in the fourth.
Has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Flush to the left. Myers on the move. Left side, it's Buckmeyer. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Straight ahead, it's Martin. stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Unloads in the nick of time.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his back in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little.
It's complete! Touchdown, BYU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all the pressure back on your opponent.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Trying to make one miss. He's got great speed. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. On the draw, it's Martin. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Bachmeier. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Snap in the shotgun. Just got rid of that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Short pass.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Looking to pass, it's Hughes. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They just keep firing. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Look out! Turns it loose deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.